I have decided not to play in widescreen because I was presented evidence that the widescreen was actually stretching things. I was unable to tell because it was a pretty good version of it, but this is the original aspect ratio, apparently. So we're gonna have some black borders on the side there, but it's for the best. Widescreen looked good, but the characters were getting flattened. Yeah, it wasn't cool. Okay, so we're gonna continue. And here we go. And this is... So we're back. This is the world map. And if you missed it last time, I got Poshul and Mojo. And this is probably the best spot on the world map because no one knows about this. It's a hidden spot. I've been playing Chrono Cross for years. I just found out about this. If you press this button 6 times at this one spot, you actually go into a different area. That, seriously, it's really, really super hidden. Yeah, shit gets real in here. Oh my god. I can't believe it. Okay, it's too glitchy, I have to leave, I'm sorry. I can't be here for this. Alright, yeah, I'm sorry, that was just too crazy. Alright, so last time on Chrono Cross, again, I got Mojo, and I got Poshul. And, why does that look... fucked? Oh, what is that? Oh god. Like, squashes everything. What the fuck is this? You can barely see the stuff at the bottom there. That's really weird. It cuts off some stuff. Like, this gets squashed. Oh, man. Well, so the menu gets a little weird looking. Which is a shame. Yeah, it looks like the menu screen is in a different resolution. So, anyway, this, Hydra Marshes, I think you can actually do something in here early on. Several years ago, when all the Hydra died off, this woodland became covered with a thick fog, and the waters became polluted and acidic. But the real cause is us humans killing off the flora and fauna. I just hope we don't come to regret the destruction we caused. So this is really early on in the game. And... oh, that's weird, GPM. I don't know why a lot of PS1 games have such fucked up resolution issues. This is not the first time this has happened to me. But this is... you know, I don't want, like, pieces of the menu to get stretched and cut off. That's not cool. But yeah, I had someone email me and tell me the differences between the widescreen version, and it probably wasn't my best idea. I might do a little bit more research, but for now I'm just gonna stick with this. So you're not even supposed to really be here at this point in the game, but... but I'm here, there's a few things. What do you mean? I'm not having a jape. No. It's not another jape. This is all legit now. I swear. What do you mean there was previous japes? I don't know. It's fine. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab some of the items, like Electro Jolt, which is available early on. Pozo! Electro Jolt is level 2, so I could go like this. Again, if you don't understand what the hell I'm doing here, let's just say magic. I don't think I'm gonna stream Miitomo. I played Miitomo today, and there's not a whole lot to do. It's fun on a cell phone. I don't think it would be a fun stream. Hey, you gotta be crazy to walk around this forest without protective gear. I have an extra set with me. Take them. This way you'll be able to walk through the marsh without getting hurt. Oh, watch out for the monsters lurking deep within the forest. We haven't actually explored those parts yet. We don't know where to get there. Wait, we don't know what? It's like a dream come true, being able to work this closely with the wonders of the world. By the way, have you heard of a remote island called Gaia's Navel? I've heard of it. Legend has it there's an unexplored primeval forest. I hope to make it there on my own one of these days. I want to explore all the mysteries of this planet. If you want to go deeper into the forest, you need proper equipment and means to control those plants. Yeah, this is something you come back to later on, but, you know, fuck the system. I don't know who my final team composition is going to be. I definitely want to get Glenn. Glenn is a definite. I'm a big fan of Glenn, and whoever the third character slot is, I plan on switching characters out from time to time, because there are so many fucking characters in this game that are... There's so much, like, crazy character stuff that happens in this game that I really want to try to experience as much of it as possible. Really, though, I feel like they took the archetypes from Chrono Trigger and they just made, like, 6 versions of each of them. So you got 6, like, frog-like characters that are, you know, just weird talking other strange things. And then you have, like, 6 Lucas. You have, like, 6 robots. Okay, I'm obviously having a bit of a chuckle here, but... Poshul will be replaced as soon as Poshul can be replaced. I don't use Lena early on. I could use Lena early on, but I figure Poshul's a pretty strong character. Poshul! Poshul! Someone in chat just wrote 6 Lucas, aka Vin's wet dream. You crazy. Crazy, man. No, you'd get, at this point in the game, you'd have a choice of, there is a very high probability poisoned, that the only character you have at this moment, see, I can't do anything with this yet. Oh wait, yes I can. Oh wait, no I can't, okay. Just got fucking smacked. Nature's dick just smacked me. Are you alright, Surgeon? Toxin levels seem, higher here than at the entrance. The plants must have mutated, I don't remember the voice acted for Mojo. You could, at this point in the game, have Surge and Kid, and that's it. But I have 4 characters. By refusing Kid on the last time I played this, I was able to get Lena, who would have joined with Poshul had I not had Poshul. And Mojo is just a total... that's an oddball for this early. So, I guess I could just do... here, let's do this. Auto-allocate whole party. So that's a good way to allocate your magic, your elements, without having to, like, consciously think about it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm lazy. I use that quite a bit. Because... you know, it's fine. It usually does a pretty good job of giving them the appropriate skills. Also, I can't get up there yet, sadly. Your character, their innate color... is what you have to pay attention to when allocating skills. So if they're green, you want to give them green skills. I think the game does that automatically, but if it doesn't, then you could do it yourself. Put on the best skills for them. But you could definitely spend a lot of time in this game just fucking about in the menus. Just save. Real quick. Well, not save, but get health back. What are you doing here, man? The smiling. Yeah, he's gonna charge me, but whatever. Thanks, man. Was there ever a point in my life where I thought this game was better than Chrono Trigger? No. I have too much reverence for Chrono Trigger to feel that, but it is good. There was a time where it was my favorite game, but never quite better than Chrono Trigger. There's some weaknesses later on, in particular, some of the pacing. This also has the Xenogears syndrome, where there's like a number of huge info dumps that you could tell were supposed to, you know, be doled out over a gradual period of time, but instead you just get a massive fucking information dump. Our excavation is nearly complete. Just stick to the low path and make your way through. We still have some of our men working on the high ground, so do not interfere with their work. I think Chrono Cross's soundtrack is slightly better than, Chrono Trigger. In some ways. Oh man, you can't make- no. There's too much nostalgia for me with Chrono Trigger, so I can't choose. I do like the battle theme better for Chrono Trigger, but this game is too- it's got so many great themes. I think I would say Trigger just because of nostalgia. Anger! Yo, I'm a dog, look at me! Oh, there's a new Weezer album out today. I was unaware of that. Never been a huge Weezer fan. Never went album by album with them. Maybe I'll check it out, though. Some people were mentioning Final Fantasy 15. I've been watching the trailers for it, and I'm just... people seem to really like it, but I gotta be honest, I'm not losing my shit over it. The newest trailer looks great graphically, and yeah, I mean, there's like fucking, you know, boats and boat rides and roads and Sean Bean, and there's a cover of a song in it. I forget which song, but... and I kept thinking as I was watching it, like, it's amazing how this series has lost its sense of identity so much. And that's really how I felt. Yeah, sure, there's chocobos in it, there's magic in it. That said, the trailer was excellent, and the game does look very good. It just shocks me that it's a Final Fantasy game. Vinny doesn't care about RPGs he doesn't have nostalgia for. That is almost actually very correct, and I know that's a bit of a problem. I'm not proud of it, but it's true, and I'm willing to step outside my boundaries a little bit. I'm gonna play Earthbound this year, for the first time, so I'm willing to take a risk and move outside of that just a little bit. But when I see Final Fantasy 15, and I see Black Hair Cloud with a bunch of other clouds on a boat, going on a road trip, and like teleporting in the sky on a train, it's just it doesn't look like Final Fantasy. It looks like something else. It's a good something else, but it doesn't look like Final Fantasy. Not writing it off though. I might be interested in playing it. We are investigating a supernatural phenomenon up there. It is off limits to the... Hey, are you the exorcists we sent for? Yes, we are. Oh, great. I thought you'd be a little older. Please make your way up the rope ladder. We are the exorcists crew. The exorcists? You're younger than I expected. Anyway, do you hear that howling sound from down yonder? All we want you to do is stop that noise. I don't believe in ghosts, but go do what you have to do. So there's a ghost in Arnie Village. Now this mysterious howling. Why must we conduct such strange investigations? I just hope it's not some kind of omen. No one's been down there yet. There might be a monster that'll bite your head off. Why am I in charge here? It's only my first day on the job. God, that noise sucks. I hate it. Do you see this? You need to see this right now. Look at this.
Yuck, yuck, yuck. Looks like I'm causing quite a stir. I've been waiting forever for someone like you. Yeah, I know. You and I are both dead, eh? I don't know how I ended up like this. I don't have a body and I don't remember a thing. Dude, you understand what I'm going through, don't you? But I have a feeling everything will come back to me once I find my body parts. So, how about it? Will you help me find my body?
Sure.
Yuck, 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 yeah. I'm heavier than I look. Hope you don't mind. And don't swing me around too much. I start feeling nauseous.
Surge received heavy skull. So that's probably the best thing in the world. Not only is it a clown, but it's a clown skeleton that you have to put together piece by piece in order to get him as a party member. Yeah, yep, he was making that noise. That one skull head was making all that noise. So, I like to call this the Dong Tower. It's actually just called a Drungo.
Yeah, Pasho!
If I remember correctly, you're not supposed to use magic on the dodo. Because it uses peck attack. It's a bit peckish. Appledose says, honestly, I feel like most complaining about Final Fantasy 15 is nostalgia goggles and bitterness at Modern Square. I don't deny that. I think that's pretty accurate, but I also think that their recent track record has been a little bit underwhelming, and also I just made a huge mistake. Squawk! God. Good thing I was defending for that. Okay, so do not use any kind of magic or elements on the dodo. Dodo. Die. Go away. Dodo's dead. Yeah, it's not, again, I haven't played a lot of Modern Square games, but I'll tell you what, I've played, Final Fantasy Explorers was a recent game that just it was so incredibly dull. Did nothing for me. It had a few cool moments, and then, after playing it 3 times, I streamed it, I think, twice or once, and I was just like, wow, I really don't want to play this anymore. I don't even want to boot the game up anymore. And I don't play MMOs, so don't go down there. I'm the one that's gonna get a freaking boss if I let anyone down there. Plus, I really think there's a monster down below. Okay. I heard about Bravely Default being good. Listen, I'm not the most qualified. I haven't played a lot of the games from Square that have come out in recent days. So I'm not the most qualified to say why they're good or bad these days, but I do know that I am not too interested in a lot of their games at the moment. So, you know, I'm trying to be very, very, like, middle of the road here. I still love Square very much, but I'm just not interested in a lot of what they're doing. That's really all it comes down to. Just wanted to save real quick. So someone just said, wow, Vinny doesn't like Final Fantasy 15 because he didn't like Final Fantasy Explorers. Come on now. Every Final Fantasy game is its own thing and you know it. I think you put words in my mouth. I just don't think that I'm interested in the game because I haven't been interested in a Final Fantasy game in a very long time. I just said that the last Square game I played was Explorers, and I didn't like it. I certainly didn't say the way you put it. But that's why you have to be very careful about this kind of stuff. You know, I'm gonna fight this fucking thing. Because people are very, very, very defensive. Very defensive. Am I still interested in the Final Fantasy VII Remake? I mean, I've said a few times, I'm pretty excited about it. At the same time, I watched the trailer with my friends the other day again, and I wasn't... I don't know, I wasn't too crazy about some of the stuff that I was watching. Like, I think the initial shock of it wore off, and now I'm viewing it a little bit more objectively, and it's like, yeah, I mean, it could be cool. Still not crazy about the episodic releases. Not necessarily crazy about the battle system either. But, yeah, I mean, put it this way, it's not my most anticipated game, but I do want to try it. I just, you know, Final Fantasy 15, I'm gonna have to wait and find out if it's any good before I decide to play it or stream it. And other than Final Fantasy 15, there's not a lot from Square I've been interested in the past few years, or will be interested in their recent upcoming, you know, list of games. That's really... I'm gonna leave it at that. But that's how I really, honestly, truly feel about it. And this is coming from someone who was like a huge Square fan. I'm very lukewarm about this company these days. And that's my personal opinion, and it has nothing to do with, you know, Final Fantasy Explorers being bad. I knew, I kind of knew going into it, it wasn't going to be amazing, but... The trailer for Final Fantasy 15, just on a final note, I had already said this, I thought it looked impressive, and it looked very good graphically, but I get very few Final Fantasy vibes out of it, which is probably just the nostalgia goggles talking. It just seems like something very different. Very like, let's do whatever it is that they do to sell these big giant name games these days. And that's why I'm not shitting my pants over it. I will be switching through characters throughout the game. I know there's gonna be a few characters I use more than most. Obviously, Surge is gonna be used a lot. When I get Fungi, you can goddamn well expect I'm gonna use Fungi. Okay, so, alright, there's people... Hang on a second, what's this? So being different is bad now. Oh, I don't think I said that. Oh man, alright, let me try to sum up my feelings. I'm not trying to, like, state an opinion to, like, cause, you know, like, oh, I want to take a side on this. Really, what it comes down to for me is what I felt when watching the trailer. Being different is cool, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. It just looks like... It looks like a boy band on a road trip. And I'm not sure, you know, with good graphics. And, you know... Sure, there's a lot of weird stuff happening in the trailer. There's a lot of cool stuff happening in the trailer. But I wasn't overly excited about it. And I still feel like the Final Fantasy games, their sense of identity, that was a lot stronger. It seems like it's kind of wearing off. I'm sure a lot of people felt this way about Final Fantasy VII. That too had guns, that too had, like, technology. It's so hard to actually say any of this without then getting someone jumping down my throat about it. So, what I'm just trying to say is, it could be good. The trailer didn't do anything for me. It looked like a mix of a lot of modern stuff that we see in trailers, and big things, and then, oh, here's a chocobo. And this guy looks like Cloud, by the way. So, if that's... You know, if that's how... Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now. Because I'm getting sick of talking about this. I love it. It looks great, guys. Final Fantasy 15 looks amazing. Fucking amazing, Hagrid. Yeah, I know. Baited. That's a good point. I'll just, be careful about opinions from this point forward. Don't worry, I won't have any opinions anymore. We just can't shake it. On back to the matter like this, we failed in our mission! It was awfully awful back there, Pepor. I want a rematch. By the way, do you remember what kind of outfit he was shaking? Just something justly like that, Pepor. Oh, you remember, so he looked like that, huh? Actually, it is him, Pepor. So, you're sure about that? Wonderfully wonderful timing, Pepor. Let's shake it! We're really gonna shake it to you this time. Notice I saved 3 times for these fights. This time I made sure to bring a black element with me, Pepor. Good work. Shake it on up and attack him with it. Affirmatively, affirmative, Pepor. So, I want to use green. Turn black. That doesn't work. Oh, dearie dear. That was no black attack element you just used now, was it? It was a black element that makes your foe more susceptible to attacks of the opposite color attribute. White, wasn't it? I'm afraid you're right. How terribly terrible. You did bring a white attack element with you, didn't you? If you didn't bring one with you, you're more stupid than I thought! How awfully awful. This is just tutorial shit. I'm afraid I didn't, Pepor. So... he basically made me black. And what that means is... I now deal black damage. Anyway, he's, forgot what color is he? He's yellow. So I want to use green. Because in this game, green is the opposite of yellow. So here's what we're gonna do. As Poshul, I'm gonna use Bushwhacker. And this should do a pretty decent amount of damage. Actually, I don't think so, because Poshul is yellow, which means he does less damage with green stuff. Oh man. Yeah, like I said, this battle system isn't gonna make sense for a lot of people. For quite a while, I think. But, I'm just gonna use a Photon Ray. Alright, so what color is this ass? What color is you? Yellow, so I need a green again. So if I use Arrow Saucer, this should theoretically do some decent damage. It did. It did indeed. So there's only 6 elements in this game. Retreat! Let's shake it on out of here! It's fucking Wario and Luigi. So, there's only 6 elements in this game. Black and white, which are, you know, the 2 opposites of each other. Red and blue. Those are 2 opposites, and then you have green and yellow, which are 2 opposites. So if you can remember those things, then you're golden. My party is currently Surge is white, Poshul is yellow, Mojo is black. So say I'm fighting someone whose element is black, then Mojo would take less damage from them, but he would deal less damage to them. If I'm fighting that same person whose element is black, Surge would deal a lot of damage to them, but also take a lot of damage from them. So that's really as simple. It's pretty simple, but I think most people would agree that having a good varied team is good. So like one white, one from each category. So one white, one blue, and one yellow might make a good combination. And yes, I do have a character who is literally a voodoo doll with candles on his head. Anyway, yeah, welcome to the other part of this area. I love this song.
We cannot allow you to go beyond this point. I ask that you turn back.
Okay. He speaks in all caps. Identify yourself. This is Viper Manor.
Identify yourself, please.
Okay, so, alright, here we go. Bagpipes. Slightly. We're not getting the full bagpipes. Is the volume too low, or is the volume okay? Vinesauce Manor. Sorry, I'm totally out of bellflowers. There's a big ruckus down in Fossil Valley. Men from the Dragoons were setting roadblocks in the valley. I'll get some in a few days, so come back then. You have my sincerest apologies. I understand we are here to protect you as Acacia Dragoons. Those knights should be done with their work shortly. Well, that's alright. I can get my flowers from other places, too. Okay, volume has increased a bit. Never mind that. I haven't seen Karsh around here lately. How's he doing? Well, he said he was going ghost hunting down south. I'm just a private, so I do not know for certain, but I heard a rumor that Lord Viper ordered him to go. Ghosts? That is something. Just hope it's not a sign of coming disaster. If you ever see him, give him my regards. I will do that, and I will be back too. That's Glenn. I'll just spoil it. His name is Glenn. Here we go. Get ready for bagpipes. Ah, who was that? You don't know who he is? You must be one of the tourists here to see the festival. That boy is Dear Sweet Glenn, a member of the Acacia Dragoons. Now it's probably too loud. Hey, there's jaw harps in this song. You know what? I have jaw harps. I don't know how to fucking use it. It just clanks against my teeth most of the time, but I have one. That boy is Dear Sweet Glenn. Acacia Dragoon's pretty popular with the people here. It really surprises me to see that naughty little boy grown so mature. Makes me feel my age. Is a hot spot for rogues and vagrants. I'm here checking for anyone suspicious. Hi-ho! Yes, we did it. We just used the greeting we were taught by the hero, Pierre. We're visitors vacationing from Poor. It's very beautiful out here, and the food is great. We've only got good things to say about this place. Yesterday we toured the boat the place by boat, I highly recommend it. If you ask the boy near the shrines, he'll let you on the boat. So yeah, this is, they're vacationing from Poor, which is the town in Chrono Trigger that I keep telling you guys about. Bring Lena to the element shop for a scene. Okay. Here's a question. How the fuck do you change characters out? Oh, you can't yet? Boing, boing, boing. Welcome, would you like to stay? No, not really. One room available. Of the 2 rooms, we have 1 available. This Poshul must be sacrificed. God, you're slow. You made me wait forever. Making a lovely lady like. You're walking a dog when you don't even know who the hell you are. Ah. Boy, you amaze me. Oh well. I guess it ain't such a bad idea to walk around and clear up your mind a bit. Well then, have a bloody good time. Shitty Australian voice, here we go. Wait, no. Kid, no. Oh. Bye, kid. Well, well, so this is that singer Nikki everyone's been talking about. My dear, he looks like a girl. When I was a young girl, it was a luxury for even a girl to have any makeup on. Nowadays, the boys are becoming glamorous. As long as it's trendy, I might as well join in with the youngsters and show off my go-go dancing. Chuck! That's not actually a fucking model. That's a sprite. That's a static image on the background. I just fucking realized that now. My name is Guile. I am having a certain bet with a fortune teller by the bridge. I can bring the item of proof from the manor within a week. I shall win. If I cannot, I shall lose. But, as there is a trick behind any mysterious magic, there's no such thing as an impregnable fortress in this world. A toast to my coming victory! Welcome to the Dragon's Tail. Our house is open to all, but we don't allow any tabs or brawls. Put your feet up and have a grand time. You're travelers, aren't you? That's okay, I can tell by the way you look. So what do you think of Termina? This poor town just loves travelers. I love this town and all of its people, whether they're residents or travelers. Barkeep, one more order of squid gut pasta. More? That's all you eat? Try some of the other dishes, will ya? The better tasting it is, the faster I eat it up. Jeez, right when we're in the middle of a good conversation. Ever since Dario died, one of the chairs for the 4 divas of the Acacia Dragoons is vacant. Sir Viper is said to be looking for candidates. I can't foresee anyone who can match the caliber of the great knight Dario. If only I were a little younger. I saw Miss Riddell visiting the shrines again. She made a darling couple with her childhood sweetheart, Dario. Such a pity that he died so young. They say beautiful women rarely find happiness. How about me? Do I look happy? You look unhappy. Oh my, do I? Well, thank you, although I know it's just flattery. The guy thinks that the frozen flame is some kind of jewel or something. I'd say things aren't that easy. It's probably a monster of some sort. Once you gaze at it, boom! You're well done, like a steak or a barbecue. On a barbecue, rather. Well, you're free to dream, but daily work is always the best. Nothing beats hard work and dedication. I've been fired from my job, and I'm really strapped for cash. Have you heard about this thing called the Frozen Flame? What's that? You haven't heard? Ah, well, I was gonna keep it a secret, but I'll make an exception for you. The Frozen Flame is a treasure of treasures. It's the ultimate treasure in this world. It's rumored that the notorious thieves, radical dreamers, are also after it, but the thing is mine. One day I'll get my hands on it, become the richest man in the universe. That's my Terminian dream. Alright, one more toast to my bright future. By the way, this character, Guile, I'll be, explaining a little bit about him, so keep him in mind. Also, hello, Jen. How are they? Master Viper, I'm here to polish your statue again. Is that Tingle? It's fucking Dingle, his brother. Alright, all squeaky clean. Be extra clean for the coming festivities. Have you folks come to see the Viper Festival? Termina is peaceful thanks to our watchful eye of our Master Viper. At times warm, at times strict, Master Viper watches over us always. That said, of course, the real Master Viper resides in his manor, along with his Acacia Dragoons. If you'll allow me to brag a little bit, I was invited to the manor a while back. It's a magnificent place. If there was a heaven on earth, that would be it. The manor is beautiful. Its design incorporates the surrounding terrain to its advantage, making it an impenetrable fortress. On top of that, there are powerful soldiers standing guard in front of the main gates that can destroy any monster with just one blow. Well, any upright citizen, rather, like myself, might be invited to the manor's garden party, but not so for you folks. The most you will get is a cold reception from the gate guards. Ha ha! Right. Settled. Oh god, this accent's horrible. Shrimp on the babby. Drungo. Fucking bogan. Alright, that's settled. We've got to sneak into Viper Manor. You've got to find out what the Acacia Dragoons are up to, right? That's what... And why that Karsh bloke was trying to capture you. I've got some business there as well, so I'll go along with you. How about it, Serge? Okay. It's the obvious choice, right? According to the grandpa here, this Viper Manor is a bloody big place. It also means it'll be easy to break into. There's gotta be more than one way in. If we don't plan this right, it'll cost us our lives. Oh yeah, Serge. I'll leave this in your hands? Just in case. It's a teleporter. It's a really handy gadget that allows you to exchange party members from afar. The way you use it is, forget it. Check it out for yourself. I hate explaining the details. Oh, you know, it's just gonna teleport. Was there actually a what the fuck is this? Oh! Oh! This is not right. Yeah, this is a problem. Aspect ratio, please. Fucking Christ. Guys, I was gonna ask, is there anything, is there anything I would've got if I had, yeah, that's unacceptable. I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna take Lena in a second, because I want to do her story thing, but, my question here is, if I had refused Kid, would there have been any other interesting thing that I could have received? You don't get anything for rejecting Kid again, okay? Alright, well listen, give me a second, I gotta do something here. This is fucking insanity. I need to fix this. This aspect ratio shit is not working out right now. Okay, just give me a second, and I'm just gonna fix this real quick so that this doesn't happen. Alright. Okay, and just a little bit. I think this should work. Yeah, this is gonna work. Okay, here we go, everyone. That wasn't it. That didn't fix anything. Hang on. I thought that would help. Now this is also kind of stretched. I mean, I don't think this is the original aspect ratio. Whoever emailed me about the aspect ratio of this game, if you can get me, like, the proper window size for this, that would be excellent. What the fuck was that? That was- guys, a little crazy bus leaked into Chrono Cross just now. This is still not the proper aspect ratio, but if anyone... What the fuck? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why is there a beep? Gone now. I swear this isn't a put-on. I don't know why the music beeped twice. No, I swear that... Listen, yeah, sure, fool me once, twice, 3 times, I get it. But I have nothing to do with these beeps. It's fine now. That was weird. It was really fucking weird. Bah. Go to the bah. I gotta listen to some really fucking, like, intense Australian accents so I can do kid properly. If it isn't Lena, what a pleasant surprise. The little girl I knew is all grown up now. What's this? If you come to show your boyfriend off... Oh, you're so silly. Just the other day, I went on my usual trip into the Shadow Forest to gather wild plants. Believe it or not, I found a rare blue-tip mushroom. How about that? Do you envy me? Of course. Thought so, thought so. To begin with, this mushroom's only sprouts 1 day out of this year. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a big secret. Deep inside the forest, there's a very large tree. This tree has a big hole in it. This hole leads to an underground waterway, which is the perfect place for rare mushrooms to grow. If you go deeper into the waterway, deeper, you end up at Master Viper's manor. Does that surprise you? Master Viper must also gather mushrooms in his spare time. Truly a great man. Master Viper understands how to appreciate good mushrooms. What a wonderful lord he is. Yeah, I like this guy. Oh no, all this dialogue? Oh god, no. Oh. I don't appreciate mushrooms, you're right, I'm sorry. No. So many, I can't decide which one. Mom said you can only have one because you're still a child. Ah, grown-ups. They have all the fun. They get to mess with all those elements, and we don't. Well, Lena, long time no see. How are you? Since when did you have a boyfriend? It's not fair to keep me out of the loop. It's nothing like that. He's my cousin. Nice lie. Isn't that right, Serge? No. Oh, so she's your girlfriend. Well, if you still want to go on a date, that's cool with me. Ah, Lisa, stop that nonsense. Before I forget, this is for you. Mom told me to say hi. Look at her face. Oh my god, what is happening to her face? It's like distorting. I can't show you because this makes no sense, but... Hang on. Okay, that apparently just doesn't exist. That's fine. Here, let's try something else. That's pretty good. You know, a little bit more, a little bit more. Yeah, this is the power of the PlayStation 1, my friends. Where any character turns into Pac-Man. Wow. That's good shit. Thank you your mom for me. So, miss, how can I help you today? Don't expect any special deals just because we're friends. Why not? We don't have any Aqua Beam. We don't have any heal. Should probably get some of these too. Some medicines and stuff. These are the consumable items. It is good to have a few at least. You're not gonna find anything over here. Well, how about the elements that I can steal, you know? Just, I like this music. I really do. I think it's like... I'm not a huge fan of bagpipes in general, but I do like this music. Pretty much any of the music in this game could just really listen, just whatever. You can do whatever you want music, I don't care. Bagpipes, have your way with me, it's fine. Put a bagpipe in there, put a fucking jaw harp, I don't care. How about a slide whistle? It kinda... Does Kid have any... Yeah, Kid has some stuff. I'm still getting used to these fucking menus again. They're a little wacky. The rockin' bard Nikki arrives. Witness a superstar for the ages. Location, Viper Festival, special stage. In a minute, I'm gonna have, well soon, I'm gonna have a choice of 3 characters. And you guys are gonna vote on which character you want to see.
Me like working, but work all day tiring. Need rest. When me rest, overseer mad. Me have hard time. What are you looking at? I'm working here. Out of my way, you're bothering me. What's your job? Can't you see me? I'm the overseer of these demi-humans working here. These guys always slack on the job if you don't watch them carefully. I have to keep my eyes peeled.
Little racist there, or specialist. As you gaze at the sea all day long, one starts to wonder where the sea ends and where I start. I try to live my way, but maybe I have just been drifting along, trapped in the ebb and flow of the ocean's tides. Wouldn't you agree, dear? Yeah, I don't know. Because, I mean, I'm a fucking... I got a scarecrow with me who's a voodoo doll. How could I forget? She's already returned to the Great Sea. Authorized personnel only. You have no business, keep moving. This is... the big showboat. We're the twin backup dancers. I'm you and she's me. We're just stage support for Nikki and Mickey, but someday we're gonna take the lead on stage. But when will such a day ever come? Sigh. My first time visiting Terminus, so I was wandering around town promoting the band. Lively town, food's great. All in all, pretty nice place. The concert's success seems almost guaranteed, but just between us, the main star Nikki is missing. Have you seen him around? Found him in a daze quite a few times lately. It's like he was here in body, but not in spirit. But man, without him, we're pretty stuck. We can't even start rehearsing for the show. Mickey's supposed to be back soon from searching, but... Mickey, how was it? Did you find him? No, it's no use. I was able to track him up until he went into the Shadow Forest, but there were knights guarding the entrance of the forest. I couldn't get in. Besides, I really didn't want to be in that creepy forest on my own. Supposedly a way into Viper Manor at the end. Everyone knows about the secret entrance into Viper Manor. It's insane. What is that idiot trying to do? I see, so he definitely went into Shadow Forest. Hey, I know, you guys can help me out. I'll lure the knights away from the entrance, then you can go into the forest and find Nikki. Pretty please, won't you help out a pretty girl in distress? Wait just a minute. It's too bad, but if you change your mind, please let me know. Now, what should we do? So, right now the plot is I have to break into Viper Manor. Because Kid said we have to break into Viper Manor, and I don't know what the fuck else is happening, so there's 3 ways to do it. And I'm gonna show you all 3 ways. I'm gonna be Nikki's honey bun, and then I'll make lots and lots of mud pies for him to eat. These are the fangirls for Nikki. I've heard rumors that our sweet Nikki is missing. He couldn't have left me for another girl. Oh, could you? How awful of you, Nikki! Mud pies. yeah, you know what that is. Yeah. That's how the 6 great dragons sealed the dark evil and restored peace to the land. The end. Mama, do dragons really exist? How big are they? Oh, silly, it's just a fairy tale. Old people made it up. Well, Mama, Corsia says dragons still exist. Are you still playing with that boy? How many times have I told you to stay away from him? Besides, it's hocus pocus like that's making Goldov so remote to us on the main island. Where in the world is there such a thing as a dragon tier? I'm sorry, Mama, but Corsia's stories are fun to listen to. Story told me last time about Master Viper's Manor was so scary. No buts. Anything that boy says is a flat-out lie. Any child that believes in such nonsense is not a child of this family. No way! I belong to this family! There, you're not going to get better if you don't listen to me. Now, if you promise me you won't go play with Korcha anymore, I'll tell you the next story. I promise, so please tell me the next story. Yes, what should I read you next? How about, the better question is, why are there weird fucking people in my house right now? What's happening with that? Why are they staring at me as I read my child a bedtime story? Don't mind me. I'm gonna be reading most of the dialogue in this game, but every now and then something like totally inconsequential I'll skip. Grandma keeps waiting for her grandson to come back. She always tells me stories about him, but we don't know where he is. So if you ever meet him in your travels, please tell him Grandma is waiting for him. I believe his name was Skelly. Did you see the skeleton in the inventory? Yes, who might you be? Grandma, there are travelers passing through. I'm so sorry. My eyes have become really weak in my old age. I thought that my grandson had come back. My grandson was such a cute boy. He was really plump and cheerful. He loved to make people laugh. That's why the boy joined the circus, to become a clown. For the first few years, he wrote letters to me almost daily. He always said how gratifying the work was, although it was very challenging. One day his letters suddenly stopped coming. I haven't heard from him since. I hope he wasn't in an accident or something. I just pray that I might see his cheerful face once more before the heavens come to claim my soul. Well, what is this creepy thing? Let's get stapled. Poor Skelly doesn't want to reveal that he's actually just a skull at this point. There's a close-up of Nikki down there. Who might you be? Fortunes are good, fortunes be bad. Anything from reading your destiny and searching for the missing. You wish to read your fortune read? Yes. Surge. Oh, this is interesting. You're not dead or anything, are you? Has anybody called you back from the great beyond? You might just be the key to the destruction of this entire planet. I can't say for sure, but fate seems to have a great task for you. Be careful now, boy. Hey, Sage. It's nothing but rubbish. Let's hurry up and get moving. You there. In your eyes, I perceive both the look of beauty and the look of a beast. Be mindful not to bring about your own end, my dear. The dream lies in wait, reaching out to engulf you. Sorry, Mum. I don't believe in this fortune-telling at all. I'll make way for my own future by myself. Fuck this voice. It's like New Zealand. I'll make way for my own future by myself. Well, I see you should listen to your elders' advice. Don't give a damn. Let's go, Sage. Mojo. There's someone. No, a thatch of straw that is most dear to you in this vicinity. You folks are mighty anxious. Sorry, it'll be just a little bit longer. You have these hot-baked Viper churros ready in a jiffy. What's that? You don't know what Viper churros are? Okay. Oh, no, I don't care. Stop. I didn't ask. Dog, please. Zipper. Oh, they're Scottish. Welcome. This here is the official blacksmith of the Acacia Dragoons. We carry only the best goods. Come and take a look. This game is going to test the limits of my shitty voice acting. Here's a hint. I'm not going to succeed. I need iron. I have no iron, so yeah, you need to forge. Do you have any iron with you? We've been out of it for the longest time. We could make stronger items if only we had iron. I don't have iron. What do you want? This ain't no show. If you got business, take it to the counter. And don't tell me you want to apprentice under Master Zappa. Beat it! My master ain't gonna take any other apprentice besides me. Frank Zappa. How many times do I have to say it? Didn't let the customers back in here? How many years have you been me wife? What is a big ape like you doing worrying about such trivial stuff? Don't you be complaining up a storm over just one or two customers coming back to talk to you. There not be just one or two, but three. You'll never can delicate heart of your craftsman like yours truly. I didn't expect a layman like you can what I'm saying, but the art of smithing may seem like only a physical labor, but it requires far more mental prowess. Every time the hammer strikes, a wee bit of my soul goes with it. I guess what I'm saying is, the soul is what makes the sword. So that means your yapping is distracting me. I can't focus my soul into the steel. Chicken? If so, then get going. Why can you no leave me be? This sword, it's no good now. It's time to start over. Take your business up to the counter, Ken! Huh? That nail of yours would be a fine piece of work. Like, say, it's the work of a skilled craftsman. Aye, there's no mistaking it. I never knew that he had, like, specific dialogue for, Mojo. So this is Pierre. This is the next of the three characters that I wanted to introduce you to. Swordsmanship is as beautiful as a rose. The rogue ambition hidden beneath its beauty. These words fit moi perfectly. Oh, pardon me, monsieur. Moi forget to introduce myself. Mon name is Pierre. I am renting this room from Monsieur Zappa. I am on my way to see the General Viper soon. From what I hear, there is a vacancy among the 4 divas of the Acacia Dragoons. Such a position is perfect for such a splendid swordsman as moi. One graceful flash of mon sword will surely have them saluting moi as guest of honor. But I have lost mon precious medal, symbol of heroism. This is terrible. Without it, I will certainly be turned away at the gate. Sacre bleu, what am I to do? This is the same dialogue. So this is one of the 3 characters that I could choose to break into the mansion with. So Pierre, remember him. Remember him. I'm sorry for anyone who can't handle, like, my stupid voices. Just go with it. It's fine. I'll lower this. So this song is particularly loud, so I'll just lower it a little bit. Viper Cup Tournament of Swords Youth Division. Runner-up Sir Glenn. I'm not talking to Big Brother ever again. I'm not talking to him ever again. Viper Cup Tournament of Swords Youth Division. First place Sir Dario. It's just hopeless. Although these two are brothers, they're always fighting over something. Mr. Dario and Mr. Glenn once lived here peacefully. Mr. Dario used to watch over Mr. Glenn, and Mr. Glenn respected his big brother more than anyone else. They were poor but happy, thinking only of each other's well-being. You can see that just by looking at this room, right? Hey, are you two listening to me? Gee whiz. Me, I love boats, but I can't become a sailor because I get seasick. That's why I decided to become a ship craftsman and build the fastest, awesomest boat ever made. My first step is to watch all the boats here, to research. Ain't I smart? Out of all the boats I've seen, that boat at the docks is the best and fastest. Fuck off. Ah! Are you the young master's friend, or do you wish to see Master Go? Master Go is presently away, but he will be back shortly. And there's a lot of side characters here. This is like the biggest city in the game, pretty much, so there's just a lot of story here, a lot of like NPC plot. There's a lot of world building. Some of which are characters that you can actually, we've met a number of characters that will be recruited at some point, but that's for another time. Oh, that's not it. Something is missing. I believe I'm on the right track, however. What is your opinion? But is it art? What would you know? Father, when did you come home? I came back just a moment ago. The ship's docked ahead of schedule. How have you been? After a short break, I shall be on my way again. Oh, Father, off on another business trip again? Yes, that's right. This is another important business opportunity. I shall be gone for a while again. Why don't you paint less and start studying, counting for a change? I'll never make a living off of painting. If there's anything you need, tell the maid. She shall give you some money. Well, I'm off. Yeah, van and go, I know. Father had promised to go see the festival with me. Then he does not really care about the promises he makes with me. Again, just a lot of world building. I do not believe Father even notices the view here. The colors of the sea and the sky far surpass the beauty of those gems he collects. I do wonder if he really was a painter in his youth. It's rather hard to believe. So yeah, the dad is always on business trips. He abandoned his goal of becoming a painter in order to make lots of money. And now his son is getting neglected because he's always out. It's, you know, I mean, all these little side plots. Yahoo! There's a lot of little side plots here. Hello there, come there and see for yourself. This is the prize of all prizes, a rare catch, a live mermaid. This is what you call a real treasure. Remember that, kids. Unfortunately, this one isn't for sale. She's my most valuable item. So what do you think? This isn't something this isn't some stuffed animal or anything. She's really alive. Pure, clear skin. It's made from crystal, her gem-like eyes. She's the ultimate collector's item. Whew! Nature's creations are indeed great. Such a beautiful thing. Is this thing really alive? Come on! Look over this way. Oh, how beautiful she is. Yow! Hey, you! You think this is really fun? How would you feel if you were trapped in a tank like that, everyone being stared at every day, huh? Yikes, it's Korcha, run! Korcha, not you again. Don't go bothering my customers. This is no place for the likes of you. Just leave now. Shut up. What customers? You're selling a bunch of bull. Why didn't you keep the tank uncovered when I showed up? Hey everyone, this shop is a bunch of baloney. Shut your mouth. Don't say such ridiculous things. Go back to your demi-human friends. Heh, I won't take that from a sleazebag like you. Hey, you guys, you're not from around here, huh? Wonder... Don't you wander around too much or you're gonna get burned. Just watch your back. Kinda hate Korcha, to be honest. By the way, this is like, kinda reminds me of Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Get ready for a fucking long cutscene. Oh wait, no, not yet. At some point, you just watch him row for like 12 seconds. And it just feels forever. That's Korcha. He's from Guldove. I wonder why he hangs around here in Termina all the time. Shouldn't mess with the likes of him. I tell you, he's nothing but trouble. Oh, we slept. This place is the only place that's open. Yeah, whatever. What business brings you here? There's only shrines here. You shouldn't disturb the resting place of the brave who have fought valiantly. No place for outsiders to roam around. I don't mean to be harsh, but if you have no business here, leave now. So, she was out of flowers. It's a good song. That is unfortunate. Let us pray without any flowers for today. Is that a bellflower you have there? Would you be so kind as to give up that flower to us? We need a bellflower for our prayer. For free? Are you sure? I thank you deeply. Please let me offer you my gratitude as well. The souls that rest beneath this sword loved this flower in life. That's why we always bring some here when we pray here. Dario, here is a bellflower that you used to love so much. Soon the flower seeds shall sprout, grow leaves, and bloom flowers everywhere. And we shall age another year, while you will remain the same, in memory. Father, brother. It is such a mystery. The sword never rusts, even when left in the rain. It seems as if the souls of its masters live within it. Do you not think so, Glenn? Yes. I have engraved in my memory the lives of my father and brother who have wielded the sacred sword Einlanzer. Let us hope that is true. What do you mean by that? Miss Riddell, I cannot allow even you to... Do you not think there is something odd about the Dragoons as of late? Daddy's face shows such anguish. Even Karsh was saying he was sent on a ghost hunt. And Miss Riddell. Everyone's been acting odd lately. Ever since that beastly guest arrived at the manor. Remember this! Remember this! Remember this! Glenn, promise me to always keep the unclouded truth in sight. Do not be swayed by the masses. The splendor of the Einlanzer must not be tarnished. As you wish. Now forgive me. I just found it a little awkward to hear you say such words. Miss Riddell, a chill wind has risen. Shall we return to the manor? Yes, of course. The beastly guests returning to the that arrived at the manor. Beneath the sacred sword lie the warriors, the 13th Acacia Dragoon Gary and the 14th Acacia Dragoon Dario.
That guy rushed and hid as soon as I got there. It was a hilarious sight. That's great. Oh, I got customers. Sorry, I'll get you some big fish next time you come by. All right, Courtship, but is it really gonna be big this time? You only ever catch small fry. Your boating skills are first class, but your fishing skills suck. Ah, shut up. See ya. Oh, it's you guys. You're tourists, right? The festival's a waste of time. My name's Korsha. I'm here from Goldove, working as a ferryman. I could take you anywhere with this boat. I take money, but don't worry, it's not that much. My boating skills are quite famous around here. I guarantee a comfortable ride. Hi, you. We want to get to Viper Manor. Can you take us there? Viper Manor? What ya gonna do up in a place like that? You gonna go steal treasure from the vaults or something? Don't go snooping into your customers' privacy. Are you gonna take us there or what? As long as you can pay me, I'll take you anywhere you want. It's just, I don't know how to get to the manor. If you want to get there, bring someone who does.
So, you met Pierre, you met Guile, and you met well, they didn't meet Nikki, but there's an option to go. There's an option to go and find Nikki, who's missing. You remember Mickey was like, go there to the forest. Now, Nikki is this dude on the posters. The rockstar dude. Pierre is the swordsman, French guy, and Guile is this magician. He knows how to get to the manor. He has a bet with someone. So you have business at the manor as well. Interesting. Gambling is a lot more interesting with higher stakes. What we need now is a seasoned sailor and a sturdy boat to cross the rough waters. If you can find one, leave the rest to me. I will guide you to Viper Manor. I am but a free wanderer. Call me if you change your mind. Alright, so that's Guile. In case you forgot. Alright, so we're gonna do a poll real quick. A straw poll for a straw man. And, whose path do I choose? That's the question. I could leave this up for a second. Whatever. Let's see. Nikki. Guile. In no particular order. Pierre. Alright, I'll post it in the chat in just a second. And keep in mind that they're all different, and I can only get one of these characters. So, here you go. Here's the straw poll. Vote away, my friends. Just to let you know that they're all pretty interesting. Oh, we got almost a very close... We had a very close one between Guile and Nikki. Pierre is kind of eating shit right now, but Guile is in first. Nikki's kind of close behind. Keep voting, guys. Here, I'll even, for anyone watching anywhere else, please vote. I know I'm asking for a little bit, but it would be great. Strawpoll.me/7244171. Strawpoll.me/7244171. Go there and vote for your choice of character, and I will do that. I wonder if anyone in their head pronounced Guile as Gilly. Yeah, you know, I like that Gilly character. He's pretty cool. Okay, I think we have an answer here. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Alright, we've got about 650 almost votes, and we're at 45% for Guile, so... I'll say Nikki's path is pretty cool too, but... Sorry, Pierre, you got fucked. Yeah, we brought Gilly with us. Gilly, enigmatic, join your party. Sorry, Mojo, you're out. Once you find a boat, leave the rest to me, I shall guide you. I believe the fortune teller said that the target for the bet is located in the Manor's mess hall. So, I like Guile. Guile's a pretty cool character. He's a magician. And, sorry Mojo, you're out for now. I'm just curious, can I go into the woods yet? Let me do a thing briefly. And I'm going to, Again, these menus are a little tricky. Just want to make sure I have the best... See, no, I don't want that. I want... that'll work. Being Wandane. So, Guile's a pretty powerful character. Notice Guile is at the very top here. Well, you'll see. Hang on. Yeah, so this is Guile. Origin, Xenon Mainland, 6'2". Masked Magician. So originally, Guile was actually Magus. And there's still speculation as to whether or not this is Magus. In Radical Dreamers... I don't think I can go into the forest yet. In Radical Dreamers, which was like a never quite finished sequel to Chrono Trigger that never really... I don't think the creator was ever really proud of it. Guile was Magus who had forgotten his memories. And he just knew that he was searching for something. So Magus intentionally wiped his memories. He wanted to find Shala. Wiped his memories, became Guile, and then would just search for things. Yeah. That's really it. There's probably a little bit more to it than that. I don't know how much more, but you could probably do a little research if you're interested. But for Chrono Cross, it's never really... You're never really given a definitive answer. You're never really exploring. You don't explore Guile's past. He has a much smaller role. Sorry, Greco is out on errand to Fossil Valley. Please come back a little bit later. Yeah, swole. I mean, he's, you know, you could believe. If you believe hard enough, maybe, yeah, it could still be Magus, but... Phronagus. Phronoagus. Back again, eh? I'll take you wherever you want. Hey, you. We want to get to Viper Manor. Can you take us there? Viper Manor? What you gonna do up in that place? You gonna go steal treasure from the vault or something? Don't go snooping into your customers' privacy. Are you gonna take us there or what? As long as you can pay me, I'll take you anywhere you want. It's just, I don't know how to get to the manor. I shall guide you there. You sure you can get into a place like that? Yes, trust me. All you need to do is prepare the boat. You got it, but it'll cost you. It's gonna be 100 G. Fine. Come on, get on board. It's a little tight with 4 of us, but it'll be a short trip. Don't worry about a thing. Apparently the DS version of Chrono Trigger has a secret ending, involves Guile losing his memories. Interesting, I didn't know that. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool that Guile is Magus. Like, Magus could not find Shala, so in order to, like, ease his pain, he forgot everything. I've never played Radical Dreamers, to my eternal shame. You fight Dream Devourer, and Magus chases it and loses his memories. Oh, okay. I thought it was an intentional thing. I was wrong, actually. I really like this music. It says here, a version of Magus from further in his own timeline is discovered fighting the Dream Devourer, but he cannot harm it and free his sister Shala. With her last conscious act, Shala tears open a portal through time and helps Magus escape. When he arrives on the other side, he has no memory of who he is or what he's doing. Only that he has to find something very important to him. There you go. Don't you think it's pretty dangerous? Indeed. We'll make it. You sound confident. Alright, let's get our asses in gear. Again, I am not even claiming to do an Australian accent anymore. I think they're going for Australian with Kid, but I don't really know how to do it right, so I'm not exactly nailing it. Let's just say it's a fake imitation of both Australian and New Zealand and England and just bullshit and fake. It's fantasy, guys. It's a fantasy accent that doesn't really exist. Soap. I missed something. Yeah, you like that security system? The security system of just a dude throwing boulders. You think he would alert the whole fucking castle by now, or the whole fortress, but nah, he's just gonna throw boulders down. Soap. Yes, I lost 10 points as a result of me getting hit by a rock. I will say I like Guile's attacks. He's pretty strong. Watch this attack. This is beautiful. Its tooltip is incredible too. I'll read it to you next time. Vinny, do we know why Guile wears the mask? I don't know, but it's pronounced Gilly. Like Willy with a G. Damn. I guess it was worth it for that. I already have a few of those, but it's fine. Soup. Of course. Now, while we're mid-climb, a battle engages on a flat surface. Also, I never really used Surge's special attack. See, like Chrono Trigger, everyone had their own like special magic, right? But since there's so many goddamn characters in this game, each character has 3. So there's one at the level 3, one at 5, and their ultimate at 7. And some ultimates have to be found. So you don't just, you know, fight and then there it is. So, teleports magic wand into foes' innards. That's the tooltip for that. That's pretty fucking amazing. Gobbledygook. The mask is, yes, the mask is to hide the Widow's Peak. No more soup. No more soup. Just treasure chests. That's it? Just to heal? Zoom.
All I wanna do is a zoom zoom zoom.
Remember that fucking stupid song?
I hated that song so much that I turn into Mario when I say how much I hate it.
I don't know, like I was just expressing my loathe for that particular song, and then somehow, out of nowhere, Mario. I'm not even sure I understand it. I guess that's the angry New Yorker in me, right? Oh my god, this reminds you of what? The Aggro Crag? Speaking of old Nickelodeon shows, did you guys hear that Legends of the Hidden Temple is coming back as a television show? Wait a minute, hang on, let me rephrase that. It's coming back as a live-action, story-oriented TV show, and not a game show. It's not a game show anymore. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with it. Or it's a movie or something. It has nothing to do with... Oh no. Kid is dead. Or it was a movie or a TV show. I'm still confused about it. I'm sorry I don't have the pertinent information, but it is, in fact, not what anyone wanted, I think. I mean, did you guys want this? I just wanted to see, like, people getting lost in, you know, and failing at the Silver Monkey. I just wanted to see people fail at Silver Monkey. Why is it so hard? You know, to be fair though, those temple guards, a little molesty, don't you think? You think that would fly these days? Like dudes just fucking like grabbing kids, like emerging from dark corridors and just grabbing a child forcibly. Oh, you think so, Jeff? No, not trying to be a dick about it. I'm just saying it's a little, that's a little weird. When I watched Legends of the Hidden Temple when I got a little bit older, I was watching it. I'm like, wait a minute, these are like just dudes, like just grabbing kids. Like that's weird. I don't like that. But you know what? Back in the 90s, when kids were tough, you know, it was fine. It's fine. They put them on a fucking mountain with a harness. Climb this aggro crag. I don't know what the fucking aggro crag is. Climb it, motherfucker. If you're lucky, you win a glowing piece of plastic shit that cost us $30 to make. I'm Mike O'Malley. Go fuck yourself. What do you think, Mo? Mo is hot. Holy shit, Mo is hot. Mo, give us a score, Mo! How about the, what was that stupid show with Mikey? The video game show? That was barely representative of video games. Nick Arcade, yeah, I watched some of that again recently. That show did not hold up well. That show was a little bit rough. And then everyone would get to the end where you had to, like, pretend you were in the game. Do you remember that? And they would just always get hit by the fireballs, always, and have to restart. And you could tell that the host was dying a little on the inside every time. It's like, no, go up the ladder! Go down the ladder! No, go down the ladder! Go down the ladder! Go down the ladder! And like, they wouldn't listen. Not very many people won Nick Arcade. But it was a good show, it was fun to watch. It was fun to watch people suck really bad at Sonic the Hedgehog. Holy shit, like they would, like, alright, you need 5,000 points in this particular game. And the kid would just jump over and over and over again. Kids who have probably never played a video game in their life were on that show. So, you know, why isn't that being made into a reality show? That's what I want to know. Zoom. Arr. Zoom. Arr. Zoom. This motherfucker's fast. Like this baseline. One day we should watch, like, I'll do a thing, I'll post on Twitter about it. And I can get a bunch of us together. We could watch, like, some old shitty Nickelodeon shows from back in the day. I'm not talking about, like, the Ren and Stimpy's. I'm not talking about, like, you know, the cartoons necessarily. Like the game shows. Not that they were shitty necessarily, but they were, you know, of questionable quality. But like, a stupid, like, you know, like, we're doing Legends of the Hidden Temple, Nick Arcade, Double Dare, Guts. Just like 2 episodes of each, and we'll just, you know, just take a look and see what, because that's the stuff I grew up with. If anyone hasn't seen these shows, let me tell you, you probably would either love them or hate them. I mean, we have nostalgia for them, if, you know, if you watch them. When you were younger. But I don't know if they hold up. I really don't. Yeah, you can set traps in this game. One thing I'm not crazy about in this game compared to Chrono Trigger, the battle system. It's like you can't just do a quick battle. Wild and Crazy Kids, yeah. I remember that one. One of them was like a bunch of kids racing in an abandoned mall. Or like they closed the mall for a night and they just had a bunch of people like chaperoning the kids to race and like do stupid shit. Alright, best show though, that wasn't a cartoon, my favorite, from the Nickelodeon days, was Pete and Pete. Oh, Salute Your Shorts was really good too, yeah, I like that one. But Pete and Pete made me look at the world a little bit differently. It taught me that Johnny Unitas has the first 3 letters of the word universe in his last name. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Yeah, that was good. Didn't Ryan Gosling get his start on that? Oh, no, Goosebumps, I think he got his start on. Are You Afraid of the Dark was a lot of fun. You know what? No, I can't even say that Pete and Pete was my favorite, like, Nickelodeon live-action show. But there were some other really good ones.
Ah, they made it up! Ah, let this be the end of you! Hiya!
Yeah, Clarissa, Alex Mack. I remember a lot of these shows. I didn't watch them as much as I watched Pete and Pete, though. Ferguson. That was his name, right? Ferguson? And Alex Mack? In Clarissa. Wow, these fucking memories just, like, stored away. Just randomly coming back to me of just like, I remember there was one episode of Clarissa where they went to go see Pearl Jam. There might have been one where they were trying to go see Nirvana, and I think it was like a year before Kurt, you know... I could be wrong, maybe it's just the Pearl Jam one, but I remember watching it after, you know, Kurt was no longer alive, and I was like, oh. I look in the chat, everyone's like, Jesus, Vinny, Jesus, Vinny, Jesus, Vinny. No, it's okay. I'm a big fan. I can definitely, I have a way with words. I just, you know, I say things sometimes that are a little harsh. Darn. Have some of this. No. Oops, darn it. Wow, way to suck. Ah! Oh, it's a human bird thing, man, with pecs. Just a moment, please. Okay, I'm back. Let me just make sure I have health going into this fight. I think, like, almost any time, yeah, you see, like, a YouTube comment section with anything Nirvana related, someone's like, Kurt, go bang. Get it? Because he's dead. It's like, that's no way to respect the dead. But, you know. It's just, that's how it is. Not that I did any better today, you know, by going so. That's my bad. That wasn't a very classy move. I apologize. Then again, if you watch Soaked in Bleach, it's not so cut and dry. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyway, I'm kind of wondering about something that I haven't mentioned yet. It's that, where did Musclebird get two other birds? Like, he's got bird croonies that he just hangs out with. Like, where did they come from? I was looking at him that whole time, and now he's got two, like, bird manservants. And they have one wing each. One-winged angels. Actually, are those wings ponytails? What the fuck? What the fuck? gonna go for the ads. Always go for the ads first if you can. That's my rule in video games. And look how good I am at them. I mean, you know, follow my example, lads. Trust me. What could go wrong? The summer wind. Alright, so hit blue, meet red. Pretty alright damage. So Gilly has an interesting- Guile, sorry, has an interesting level 3 attack. It's an AoE attack. It misses, but that's just his regular attack. That's, you know, that's not magic. Fucking hell, look at this. Fucking die already, mate. As much as I don't like the regular battle theme in this game, I love the boss music. Any of the boss music is just really great. Okay, kid's in a pickle. Surge has the flu. I don't really know what that does. Also, the field is now, is red, which means any red attacks are now a little bit more powerful. So this is a good time for Kid to shine. Uh-oh. Kid, we need something good, something red, something good. Shitty fireball, fine. Still alive, huh? Gotta heal Kid again. Maybe I could heal with Surge. I'm gonna do something here. Nice. Okay. Some good things are happening. Bird is getting weaker. One surge, you have one. Well, there goes the field effect. It's broken, so may as well heal. Good. This is good. Oh my god, look at that! I love that death animation. Yo, seriously, for a PS1 game, these character models are... I'm gonna use this word. They're fucking sick. That bird looked awesome. See, now I can allocate level 4 elements. For Kid, Surge, and Guile. Oi, Surge. We're inside the premises. Let's wait here till nightfall. Cross didn't have the same budget as, like, say, a Final Fantasy game. But there's still some pretty great CG cutscenes every now and then. I love the fucking style of this game. It really is fantastic. That's what Flu is. Flu's a motherfucker, let me tell you. Flu makes your character walk on the world map all fucked up. You can't walk in a straight line until you cure the Flu. Just want to get to a save point. Oh, fuck. Oh god, I lived. Turn Blue. Isn't the name of a Black Keys album? So yeah, this can actually make a character's element blue for a battle. Surprisingly useful. This would be a good opportunity to, like, start doing some real look at, this is level 5, set trap to catch freefall element. Yeah, that's, you can steal elements. There's a lot of stuff in this game. Just do an auto. I fucking love that album, the Turn Blue album. I think it's insane that that thing didn't do as well critically as some of their previous albums. That is the perfect mix of blues and psychedelic and whatever it is that the Black Keys do best. I can't recommend it enough. There's a few clunkers on it, but the melodies on that thing are really strong. Anyway, yeah, that'll be it for this. I'm gonna do my last part of the stream in a second. I'm gonna tell you what it is. So, some cool stuff up ahead. We have dragons. We have Viper Manor. The breaking into Viper Manor. We're gonna see some villain stuff soon. That's gonna be great. More awesome music. The story is really gonna start picking up after this, and you're gonna start seeing more, like, important motivations. But it's gonna be cool. There's some annoyingness here, but it's gonna be cool overall. So that minigame does in fact suck, though. I am not going to lie. Alright, so before I do a quick BRB while I get things set up, I would like to explain what it is I'm doing. Next up is narcissism. And there's no way around it. Hang on. Okay, so I'm going to be playing Audio Surf 2, and this is something I wanted to do, which was, I wanted to do a full sauce promotion for the album that Mike and I just released. The whole thing, straight through, in video game form, in Audio Surf form. And I'm going to give it a shot. It might suck, it might not be good. You might not even like the music, so, you know, you don't have to stay for it. That's why I did this last. But, yeah, a little something to combine both of my interests. Audio Surf and the album. Now, you're allowed to not like the music. If you get, some people just straight up get fucking triggered by my music, because, like, I'm not allowed to do that. So, this isn't the stream for you. But if you want to, if you haven't heard it, you want to check it out. If you like rock music, if you like classic rock, 90s rock, you might enjoy it. And if you want to see me fail at my own music in a video game form, then that's what you're going to see up next. So I'm going to take a break. I'll give you guys a chance to filter out. If you want to watch another streamer before I do this, you can... Vinesauce.com is still fucked up, actually. Let me see who's live right now, just so I can direct you. Go to twitch.tv/team/Vinesauce. And Dyer's live and Imakuni's live. Twitch.tv/team/Vinesauce. They're both live. Dyer is doing what the hell is he doing? Bloodborne. And what's Imakuni doing? Makoto Nage. Before waiting for a reply, Hero said that was just trash, but I don't. It looks like Persona, maybe something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. In any case, I will be back in just a few seconds with Audio Surf 2 and some rock music that I made. So please stick around for about 2 minutes. And I will be right back.